a very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever and whenever you are tuning in today. Hello, folks. My name is Bruce Dickey. This is Big Talk with Bruce Dickey for this gorgeous Friday, February 20th. Hope you're having an outstanding day already. This is our weekly Take the Points edition, as it's just me today. The boys couldn't be here. The boys couldn't make it today, but we'll have a good time. I got all kinds of things to talk about. We're going to talk about high school basketball, where the Super Bowl just ended. Probably don't plan to talk about much football, but you never know. It might enter the conversation. We also have the college basketball season is beginning to wind its way down to the conference tournaments. We'll talk a little bit more. Last week we talked some about some teams that were on the bubble to get in the main tournament, the NCAA tournament. We'll talk a little bit more about those, as well as there's been some changes. One of the local teams around here may have played themselves onto the bubble, as they had been safely in, but they may have played themselves on the bubble. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Plus, the Winter Olympics are taking place right now. Hope you're enjoying the Winter Olympics. I'm having a great time watching the Winter Olympics. I love it because I can, working at my desk, and thank goodness for Wabash Communications Cooperative, a wonderful company. As I'm at my desk, I do have a television in the room. Now, you understand why I have to have a television in my room. Got to make sure that the programming, the fine quality programming that you are watching right now, got to make sure that is going out to the world, and there are different channels that show different things. I'm always testing different channels. You think I'm not? I'm always doing it. I'm always testing different channels just to make sure that the stuff is going out. And, well, it just so happens for the past couple of weeks, my TV, I've been testing NBC a lot and USA Network a lot during the day. It just tends to work out that way. I can't tell you, but it's been a lot of fun watching the Winter Olympics, having a good time. Let's tell you, and we'll talk a little bit about the Winter Olympics later on. I'll catch you up. If you haven't been paying any attention to it, too bad, you've missed a lot, but there's still couple of days, fun days to go. What's going on this weekend? Some community events to tell you about, speaking of fun. I don't know what happened, but today, February 20th, must be bingo day or something like that, because we've got two different big bingo fundraisers to tell you about. First, down in Johnsonville, it'll be the Johnsonville Ruritans. They're putting on a bingo tonight from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. The Johnsonville Ruritans hosting bingo, starts at 6:30. First dauber, I guess, touches at 6:30 at the Johnsonville Community Ruritan Building in Johnsonville. $20 donation is required to play, and there will be 20 games, 3 cards a game. So you'll have, I guess it's a one sheet with 3 cards on it. Prizes will be awarded after each game, and a blackout game at the end will be played for a $100 prize. That's a big deal. Extra cards for the last game, as well as daubers, will be available for purchase. Food will also be available starting at 6 o'clock and will include Polish sausage, hot dogs, chips, dessert, and drinks. All that at the Johnsonville Ruritans tonight. What else is taking place tonight? The Music Bingo fundraiser. This is for STAR, S-T-A-R, the Strategic Training and Restoration Mission. This will be at the Village Wine and Spirits up in Effingham tonight at 6:30 as well. Join Village Wine and Spirits for a fun evening of music bingo to help support STAR's mission. Again, STAR is Strategic Training and Restoration. So that'll be a ton of fun. It sounds like it's going to be music bingo. I don't know how that would play. I guess maybe you hear a song and you bingo the song name on your card or something like that. I don't know. They didn't ask me. I am not familiar, but it'll be a good time. Again, that's up at Village Wine and Spirits tonight. Also tonight, move around the corner and a little bit farther north. Murder at the Mardi Gras, the Murder Mystery Dinner at Tuscan Hills Winery. That's this evening. That will be starting. When is that? Starting at 7:00. Tonight, starting at 7:00 tonight. Enjoy a 3-course meal while you witness a hilarious night of comedy. The actors give the audience the opportunity to play a part in the script, as well as to learn a little and do a little improvisation along the way. That'll be fun. You'll have a great time. Again, that is Mardi Gras Murder, about 3 days late. Yesterday, I guess, or day before yesterday was Ash Wednesday. Wednesday was Ash Wednesday. So if you're holding off on doing something for Lent, more power to you. Enjoy your hanging out without whatever you wanted to do. Good luck to you. Also on Saturday. Now, I hope you're not holding out on breakfast and biscuits and gravy, because over at Clay City Saturday morning from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. they're doing 4 hours of it, folks. 4 hours of biscuits and gravy. It'll be put on by the Clay City Civics, and again from 6 to 10 at the Clay City Community Building. Cost donation. Make a good donation, help them out. They take care of all kinds of good stuff, make the village of Clay City much, much nicer. What else going on Saturday? Oh, this will be a good time. Up in Effingham, the DCS 3rd annual pickleball tournament. Have you started playing pickleball yet? Of course, that's out there on the tennis courts, smaller courts with kind of a big heavy plastic ball, and you're playing with like gigantic ping pong paddles, I guess might be the best way to put it, except I think they're wood. This will be at the Rondell Recreation Center up in Effingham. Starts at 8 a.m. if you're in the more novice level. If you're in the higher open level, they'll start at 1 p.m. Open doubles skill, I guess there are skill levels 2.0 to skill level 3.5. That starts at 8 a.m. Oh, by the way, you must be 16 or older to play. Open doubles skill 3.5 and up starts at 1 p.m. Now, the reason I'm telling you all that and making that clear to you, because the winners of Group 1, the winners of the lower level skill group, you get a t-shirt. Congratulations. Enjoy. This is for doubles, so it's only 2 of you in the group. The winners of Group 2, you get $450 as well as a t-shirt. That's like $225 a person for playing pickleball. Wow, unbelievable. I am reminded of Glengarry Glen Ross, where the first place winner gets a Eldorado Cadillac. Second place, this set of steak knives. Third place, you're fired. If you haven't seen Glengarry Glen Ross, it's a hoot. It is something. I don't know if I'd call it a hoot, but it is something. But yeah, that's on Saturday at the Rondell Recreation Center. Also on Saturday, Crossroads Beekeepers. They're hosting Bee School. B school. Actually, I was more C school student myself up in college. This will be at the University of Illinois Extension. That's on North Wenthy Drive in Effingham. It'll start at 9 o'clock Saturday morning. Be there early on Saturday. The Crossroads Beekeepers holding their annual bee school. This year's bee school is for anyone interested in beekeeping and will focus on basic skills and information needed for the beginning beekeeper. That'd be fun. Class topics include understanding the honeybee, hive components and equipment, getting and feeding your first bees and your first year of beekeeping. Hey, that's pretty good. You'd want to know the basics, that's for sure, before you get into something like that. First basic, don't be allergic to bee stings. That might be the most important one of all. In addition to speakers, there'll be educational displays created by club members, as well as live demonstrations and lighting a smoker and extracting honey from frames. That's pretty good. Doors will open at 8:15. The first session starts at 9. School's going to finish at 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. It's $35 and includes the classes, the handouts, sample copies of beekeeping journals, refreshments, and a catered lunch. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong if you're thinking about becoming a beekeeper. What is that called? Apiary, the apiarist or something like that? Of course, Crossroads Beekeeping is a local beekeeping club based in Effingham, and they've been serving beekeepers since 2010. You can get all of those folks. They'll be able to help you out and teach you all kinds of new things. What else going on Saturday? This will be fun. This is at the Avenue of the Americas. What is that? The Thelma Keller Convention Center up in Effingham. Magic and Mischief, a Crimson Market, followed by Masquerade Ball. This is Hazel Jane presenting Magic and Mischief. Love Bites, a Crimson Market and Masquerade Ball. Step into a world where romance turns crimson, shadows shimmer with enchantment, and the veil between passion and mystery grows deliciously thin. I'm reading. You could tell I was reading, couldn't you? Join Hazel Jane at the Thelma Keller Convention Center for an unforgettable evening of Gothic elegance, as well as forbidden allure and a mischievous magic. During the day, the Crimson Market will be open. Wander through a curated marketplace filled with oddities, handcrafted treasures, witchy wares, as well as Gothic art, apothecary blends, jewelry, enchantments, and curiosities from artisans across the realm. Whether you're seeking a charm or for desire, a talisman for protection, or something just pretty, the market will have it all. Then the Masquerade Ball. It starts, what time does it doesn't say. The Masquerade Ball is 18 and older. You got to be age 18 or older. As night deepens, masks rise and the ballroom awakens. Dance beneath crimson lights, indulge in exquisite hors d'oeuvres, and lose yourself in the atmosphere of candlelit mystery and Gothic romance. This will be fun. It's a night for lovers, loners, dreamers, and creatures of the night all alike, where every glance may feel like a story and every heartbeat echoes with mischief. I love it. Costumes and trinkets will be encouraged. Think maybe vampires dripping in masquerade masks. Vampires dripping in velvet. Cursed lovers in lace. Enchanted nobility. Dark fairy tale glam. Masquerade masks. Gothic decadence and romantic shadows. Dress to express your magic. Again, that is at the Thelma Keller Convention Center. The market's free and open to the public. It's the Masquerade Ball that will cost you $50, and that does include hors d'oeuvres. So that's cool. That's all right. What else going on Saturday? Floyd Nation on Saturday night. This will be at 7 o'clock. It is at the Effingham Performance Center. Floyd Nation presents the 50th anniversary of Pink Floyd's iconic album, Wish You Were Here. Actually, that was last year was 50th, but that's well. In 1975, Pink Floyd embarked on a journey to create a follow-up to Dark Side of the Moon, and they merged with the Wish You Were Here album, a 6-time platinum masterpiece that remains one of the greatest rock albums of all time. Now, 50 years later, Floyd Nation proudly carries the torch, celebrating this milestone with the Wish You Were Here tour. Fans young and old will be transported on a sonic and visual journey with an album-inspired set list and custom-designed laser and light show. That sounds like a good time. Created by an award-winning lighting director. Nice. Don't be a lost soul. Don't be a lost soul swimming in a fishbowl, if you know the words. And this is one show you won't want to miss. That's fun. What else going on today, folks? This is National Muffin Day, February 20th. On February 20th, folks pause to honor the unsung hero of the bakery case, the muffin. Celebrating National Muffin Day is a socially acceptable food holiday. You can eat cake for breakfast, whether you're a jumbo-sized or bust kind of person or a mini muffin popper. National Muffin Day is your official license to indulge. I've never been all that big of a muffin guy. Many folks think muffins might be unhealthy. We're here to tell you that that's pure nonsense. Depending on the ingredients in the muffin, they can be nutritional depending on the what you substitute. You can put in whole grains for oats and flax seeds and add just about any kind of fruit into a muffin. Of course, you should eat any kind of baked good in moderation, maybe except for today. Here's some questions somebody might ask. Why are my muffins tough? I'm trying to think of the wet leg lyric. Tough muffins are sometimes the result of an over-mixed butter. You want to mix the batter until the ingredients are just incorporated. It may be slightly lumpy, but that's okay. So don't overmix your batter. That might make your muffins tough. Why are my muffins flat? One important part of muffin making and baking actually is how you mix your ingredients. Mix the dry together first, and this evenly distributes the dry ingredients. So that's why you use the sifter. Use that sifter to get all your dry ingredients together. Then mix your wet ingredients and then combine them together. So that's one way to go. What else going on? Later this weekend on Saturday, probably a terrible choice for after Muffin Day yesterday. National Grain-Free Day on February 21st inspires families and friends to gather and enjoy each other's company over grain-free meals. What a remarkable way to devote an entire day to loved ones who cope with dietary limitations. I have a good friend who copes with celiac disease, which is a terrifically unpleasant thing to deal with, and she has to deal with this kind of stuff all the time. So take this kind of time to think about those in your life who have to deal with grain-free issues, and it's a tough world there. It's a tough world they're having to deal with because you can't. It's not like you can go to the regular pizza place, right, and grab some grain-free pizza or something like that. It's kind of tough. Or for that matter, most alcoholic beverages have grain in them. Are there grain-free flours that folks can use in baking? Grain-free flour comes from several different sources, and some of them come from roots and nuts. Another source includes bananas. That's pretty cool. I did not know that. I guess that looks like some kind of avocado deal there. What's a good grain-free alternative to rice? How about riced cauliflower, broccoli, or potatoes? All are delicious alternatives. And that's a wonderful way. Now, again, Friday's National Muffin Day, right? We already had the National Muffin Day on Friday. Saturday's Grain-Free Day. If you choose not to participate in Grain-Free Day, Saturday is also this one. This is one of my favorites. National Sticky Bun Day. Recognizes a delicious pastry that comes rolled up and dripping with sweet, sugary topping. Perfect with a hot cup of coffee in the morning, maybe, or an after-dinner sweet, known as Schnecken. Meaning snail. The sticky bun is rolled into a sweet spiral resembling its German name. Still considered to be a Pennsylvania specialty, folks. Many folks believe the sticky bun's origin in the U.S. began in the 19th century. Nobody knows exactly when for sure. That's a good looking sticky bun there. Those are I would almost call those great looking sticky buns. What kinds of nuts are best? Pecans and walnuts is what this says. What kind of spices go into sticky buns? How about cinnamon, ginger, maybe, or anise? I have never used anise in my sticky buns. And can you freeze leftover sticky buns? There's a good question. Yes. If you have leftovers, most people don't have them left over. They'll eat them all. Wrap them well and place them in a freezer-safe container. What's on television, you ask? What do you want to see on TV tonight? High school boys basketball at 6 o'clock. Carmi is at Fairfield. I'll be at that one. That's on Wabash Catch TV, and that's Channel 99. On Channel 100, it'll be North Clay at South Central boys basketball. That's Channel 100. Josh Tate will be doing that game. He does a great job. NBA basketball, they're back. The All-Star break finally over. Doubleheader on ESPN. Dallas and Minnesota at 6:30, followed by the LA Clippers at the LA Lakers. Also on FanDuel, they got a doubleheader, or 2 games, pardon me, at 6 o'clock, both of them. Utah's and Memphis, that's on FanDuel plus 371. Indiana Pacers and Washington on FanDuel normal, 370. The hockey, still on the break. We'll talk about that in a minute. And NCAA basketball, big game of the night, 7 o'clock. Indiana at Purdue. My name is Bruce. Oh, yeah, the Olympics are going on. We'll talk about those in just a second. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm Bruce. Come right back. See you in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Good morning, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in this big Friday. I appreciate you tuning here on Friday, February 20th. And we've had girls regionals all week long, high school basketball, and they've been a lot of fun. The regional championships were last night. A couple of good games there between Dietrich and Brownstown St. Elmo, and also we had T-Town versus Robinson. Appreciate y'all tuning in for those. But we got boys basketball coming up. Now, I've been kind of keeping you apprised of the boys basketball world with the rankings, and I will continue to do so, but then we're also going to show you what the brackets look like, get you ready for the postseason. Here is Class 1A. Sterling Newman now on top, as Lawrenceville, I think, lost last week, right? Lawrenceville now back down into the 3 spot. We had Woodlawn beat Dietrich on Tuesday night, and the records here are from Sunday, so they're before this week's action. So that's why Woodlawn shows up as just 25-3. They are now 26-3. Right? Yeah, with 1 game to go. Waltonville to 26-4 coming into this week. Now, that's the tricky part. Waltonville can only have 1 game this week because you can't play more than 31 games. If you play more than 31 games, gone. You don't get to play in the postseason. Pinckneyville found that out the hard way a few years ago. But looking down the rest of the way, I did not realize Decatur's Unity Christian was ranked that highly. They're at number 20. And at 24-3, I did not know about those guys. They played. I was talking to Brent Bonehoff, the coach of Dietrich. He said that they played Dietrich Unity Christian last week. That was a tough one. It was close, but Unity Christian has a 1 or 2 really good players, and they started popping threes late in the game. How about Altamont staying in the top 25 at number 22? That before Altamont knocked off St. Anthony Tuesday night at St. Anthony. Has Coach Niebuhr got them chugging right at the right time? You can make the argument they should have won the MTC or the NTC tournament, as St. Anthony hit a shot at the buzzer to beat them there. So Altamont, even with 10 losses, playing extremely well. And there you see also Weber at number 19. Some of the other Southern Illinois teams, Sparta, already mentioned Waltonville, Goreville in the top 10. Here's a look at what our local Class 1A regionals look like. The ones that the teams that we follow are feeding into. This is the Macon Meridian sectional, and you see Weber, the top seed, at the Altamont sectional. That's going to be a very difficult road for Weber, the way Altamont is playing. They're going to have to face, potentially on Friday night, Altamont at home for a regional championship. Same story for Edwards County and Sisney. You see that Edwards County and Sisney game at the bottom? We are going to be shooting that one Monday night at Albion. The plan is to shoot the Edwards County at Sisney at Edwards County game on Monday night. That'll be one of the 2 games we bring you on Monday. That's a good one. That's going to be a good sectional. And here's the bottom half of that sectional. You see, this is the feed into the sectional championship at Macon Meridian. The bottom half, the regionals at North Clay and KZ Westfield. Lawrenceville is the top seed at the North Clay Regional. And the plan here is we are going to show the North Clay South Central game at North Clay on Monday. And then on Wednesday night, the plan is to show both the whether it's Dietrich or North Clay or South Central in that late game. We're going to show it and then also the game above it. We're going to plan to show the Lawrenceville Ramsey winner versus the Red Hill Patoka winner. Which is the best game you think coming into that? I got to tell you, that's going to be a phenomenal regional at at North Clay, because you're going to have on Wednesday night a potential matchup. Now, these are all just potentials. Don't be offended if I'm telling you, but by the seeds, you'll have a potential matchup of Louisville, North Clay versus Dietrich. Those two teams play like cats and dogs. It is a ton of fun. And that'll be just after the Lawrenceville Red Hill game, potentially, at to start the game, start the night out on Wednesday. And then you get the championship game will be just fantastic. And then you go down, you got the Casey Regional. That'll be a good one too. Nobody locally that we cover in that side though. And then, so now let's take a look at the Class 2A. The Class 2A set. T-Town remains on top. They have played outstanding competition over the course of the year. Just lost 3 games total. You see the team in second place, Tolono Unity. They've lost 2 games over the course of the year. Who'd they lose to? Both of them to Topless. That's just an interesting potential matchup down the road. Speaking of down the road, is a potential matchup Nashville. No, wait, they're on the other side. So if T-Town or Tolono meets Nashville, they'd love for that to happen, because that would be in a state championship game, I believe. Also, other Southern Illinois teams in this set, you've got Staunton, you've got Roxana. Roxana, boy, they had a tight one Tuesday night at Salem. So a fantastic year for those guys. Where are we going to be? Where are we going to be? Here's where we are. We're not going to be anywhere in Class 2A, as we're not involved. No, none of the schools where we have cameras at are showing regionals in Class 2A. So, in boys basketball, we'll be done next Friday night on regional championship night. We can't wait. Should be a lot of fun. Dig in now. Take a look at the regionals are coming up. Going to be outstanding. Just really, really looking forward to it. As you get two regional previews on Friday night. Sisney plays Edwards County on Friday night, and North Clay and South Central play on Friday night. Both those sets of teams turn around, play the same games on Monday. You tell me. The IHSA works in mysterious ways. Back after these.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Cooper. And I am Stacey Earlywhite, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Goal behavior, trying to just destroy the courthouse, I see?
Precisely, Mr. Bond!
Too bad, Goldfinger. I've got a secret weapon.
Huh?
Building Center. Zinc Building Center.
We'll need new lumber, doors, paint, windows, plumbing, electrical.
What's new?
Zinc Building Center and Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. All right, I have to get my cheaters on here because we're going to talk college basketball. Who's in, who's out, and who might be in, who needs work, who has work to do to get in. Let's start with we've got a few leagues we can talk about here. Let's start though with my favorite, the Big Ten Conference. All the bracketologists have different views on who may be or may not currently be in. The locks right now in the Big Ten appear to be Michigan, Illinois, Purdue, Nebraska, and Michigan State, right? That makes a ton of sense. As those are the top 5 teams, they're doing very well and having a nice time of it. But then you have some other teams that might have some work to do. Should be in the top first. Should be in is Wisconsin, but they lost to Ohio State on Tuesday night. They're still probably in pretty good shape. How about Iowa? Iowa lost last week to Purdue and Maryland, which kind of hurt them a little bit, but they got back on track with that big win against Nebraska on Tuesday night. And Indiana, even though they lost Sunday to the Illini, coming off they ran 5 wins in 6 games, though even though they did lose, their at-large probability is still north of 80%. And in what looks like a 10-bid conference. The tricky ones are when you get down to the lower levels of the conference. Ohio State, UCLA, and USC. Ohio State really helped themselves out quite a bit with that win over Wisconsin. They went from 50% chance to about a 70% chance just with that one win over Wisconsin on Tuesday night. Now, truth be told, I'm shooting this on Wednesday afternoon. This is prior to Illinois' ball game with Southern California on Wednesday night and against UCLA on Saturday night. The tricky thing to me for UCLA is Illinois is going into Pauley Pavilion, storied Pauley Pavilion, to play a UCLA team on Saturday night that who knows where their heads are at. First of all, Illinois has got to play at USC on Wednesday night. That's going to be tricky enough because USC has to win. They're playing 2 teams in a row that just really, really have to win. USC at 7-7, if they lose much more, they're about done. Their chances are below 60% right now. Their only bonus is that they're playing in a most likely a 10-team league, a league that's going to get 10 teams in. But that's the bad part. They need to beat Illinois on Wednesday night, and I'm hopeful that they don't get that done, but it's the Big Ten Conference. You never know who's going to win on the road. And UCLA, same kind of boat. Look at this. They are in they're in the same kind of boat. They've got a little bit better record, 9-6 as opposed to 7-7 like USC, but they're 17-9. They've got a lot of work to do. A stretch of 5 wins in 6 games pushed the Bruins consensus near 80%, but that cooled off with the Spartans and the Wolverines just trouncing them over the weekend. The Wolverines on Saturday, and then the Trojans, the Bruins lost badly to the Spartans on Tuesday night. And who knows where that team's head is at right now. Have you ever seen a coach kick his own player out of the game? Mick Cronin did that. Kicked his own player out of the game. And because he had a hard foul and hustled back, had a hard foul. I don't know where the headspace of the UCLA is. We'll find out on Saturday night when Illinois is at UCLA. That is going to be one of the more fascinating games of the season to watch. What are some other teams that are tight? Not really so much tight in the ACC. Duke and Virginia and Clemson and Miami, you figure, are all in. You figure North Carolina is going to be in. This will probably be how many teams? You figure 8 maybe expected to get in. Duke, Virginia, Louisville, North Carolina, and Clemson, the thought, are already in. NC State, folks think they will be in, as well as Miami. I think Miami's in. This is saying maybe they need help. And SMU, SMU 18-8. I don't know. I don't know about SMU getting in. The ones that need work are Virginia Tech and Cal. That's going to be troublesome for those squads. Where else are we going to talk? How about the Big 12? You've got the Houston Cougars just lost a dandy to Iowa State. What was that, Monday night? A wonderful basketball game that they just couldn't get it done. One of the best games of the year, though. You can't. They lost on a 3-pointer late. But you got to figure Houston is in, Arizona's in, Iowa State's in, Kansas is in, Texas Tech is in, and BYU is in. However, and there's always a however, and it's such a shame. Texas Tech, I think they'll still get in, but their best player just got hurt, and he's going to be out for the rest of the year. Obi Toppin, a fantastic player for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. He hurt his knee against Arizona State last night, or Tuesday night, and just came out on Wednesday. He's out for the year. Boy, that's a shame. But who else might be in? How about UCF, Central Florida? Always a Big 12 mainstay at 18-7. Work to do is the ones with work to do. This is our TCU and West Virginia. West Virginia faces an uphill battle to return to the tournament for the first time in 3 years. But they did beat UCF on Saturday. So that's a shot. And the other teams do have shots because they're playing in the Big 12, which is arguably the toughest conference going. Where else do you want to look? Let's look at the Atlantic 10. St. Louis looks like they're going to be in, barring St. Louis is going to be in. Now, is this going to be a two-team league? Will VCU or George Mason get in if they don't win the tournament? That's a good question. The thought process here is a good solid maybe. Let's talk Winter Olympics. Yeah, back right after this.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. What has been your favorite part of the Olympics? This? Maybe? Could it be the hockey? Who knows? Could it be I gotta tell you, Winter Olympics have been fun. I enjoy the Winter Olympics. I have a good time watching them. I've been watching them for 60 years or 59 years. I can tell you, I do remember. I remember the Olympics of 1972. I remember watching Mark Spitz swim. That was the Winter Olympics, or the Summer Olympics. They also had the Winter Olympics that year. I don't remember much of the Winter Olympics in 1972. You got to remember, I was 5 years old. I do remember when I'm 9. And it was in Austria, in Innsbruck, Austria, and I remember watching Franz Klammer, the go down the hill, the downhill champ. Franz Klammer was fantastic, and just won the downhill going like crazy. That's my first memory of the Winter Olympics, and of course I remember I watched the Miracle on Ice in 1980, the hockey team, and that got me fired up about the hockey the rest of my life. Just a lot of fun. So you can find stuff during the Olympics that you never know you like. I mean, NBC does a fine job of giving you the long story short of particular events that you might be interested in. That's why you always see. That's why you see the figure skating at night all the time, because they're trying to get the women in the audience, and women like figure skating. It's kind of a. I don't mean to be sexist, and I'm not being stereotypical or sexist. You can look at the numbers. That's what brings the women to the screens, and it's the highest rated. You save this for you. I've got 2 trivia answers for you tonight. But the highest rated TV show, non-Super Bowl, the highest rated sports show, non-Super Bowl of all time. 1992. It's the ladies figure skating final between Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. That's pretty good. But what have been the good memories of this Olympics? They've been a lot of fun. How about Breezy Johnson? She won the downhill on the first day. American winning the downhill. She kind of outshone Lindsey Vonn. It was a shame Lindsey Vonn was injured, but Breezy Johnson went ahead and won the race anyway. So it was an American winner. That's pretty cool. That was a lot of fun. And not only that, after she finished competing, she finished her final race in like the giant slalom or something like that. Her fiance got down on a knee and got engaged right at the finish line. That's pretty cool. Isn't that fun? How about this fella? That's Jordan Stoltz from, Keewatin, Wisconsin. He is winning speed skating gold after gold after gold. He's been a ton of fun to watch. He keeps breaking Olympic records. He is the best speed skater this country has produced since Eric Heiden, also from 1980. I also remember Eric Heiden racing in the Olympics. This kid is the best speed skater for the U.S. since Eric Heiden, and I feel bad saying that because I'm a Bonnie Blair fan. Bonnie Blair went to the University of Illinois. She is from Champaign, Illinois. She was a very popular person in Champaign when I was in school there. That tells you how old Bonnie Blair is. Sorry about that. But yeah, Jordan Stoltz, get behind that guy. It's a lot of fun. Did you get a chance to watch this poor guy? Ilya Malinin, he'll be okay. He had won every event he had entered over the past 4 years. World Cups, World Championships, U.S. Championships, everything. And he fell on the ice like 3 times or 2 times during his skate last week. Just unbelievable, an unbelievable fall. This was like he fell to, I think, 8th place or something like that. The comparisons were much like the Russians losing to the Americans in hockey in 1980. That's how big of an upset it was for this Malinin kid to lose the and that kid's bounced back. It's been good to watch him bounce back because he looks like he's going to come back and be in the Olympics 4 years from now. So, and he's young enough. He's 21. He'll be okay. How about the Elena? Oh, what was her last name? Elena something. She won the one-person bobsled. How about this lady? She was there with her family, her husband, and 2 children, and they met her at the finish line. Cutest thing you could ever see. The 2 children are deaf. How about that? And she was sitting there, yay, mommy won, in sign language. I don't know sign language. I'm probably cursing right now. I don't know, but she did a great job. It was such fun. There's an answer to your next trivia question. Who now has the most Olympic gold medals? There he is, Franz Klæbo from Norway. Franz may be wrong. It's Jens Klæbo. Klæbo. That's what you're going to need to know, as he has won 6 Olympic gold medals, 4 of them at this Olympics. He's just been having a great time. And how about this lady? I'm shooting this on Wednesday afternoon. I think the finals are going to be Friday afternoon. This is Elisa Liu, and what a story. She is an American figure skater who retired from the sport at like the age of 19 because, and that was 4 years ago. She competed in the Olympics, didn't place, and the pressure on these young athletes, these figure skaters, is just so immense. She couldn't take it anymore. So she gets out of it. She had a nervous breakdown at age 19. Can you imagine having a nervous breakdown at 19? I was having a nervous breakdown trying to figure out where I was going to park my car, for crying out loud. She was at the Olympics, had a nervous breakdown, quit skating for about a year, and went skiing with her friends. That's what she did. She got sick of skiing and said, I'm not having any fun doing this anymore. I'm going to start skating again. Started skating again, and now she is on the verge of an Olympic medal. And the U.S. hasn't had an Olympic medal in 20 years. But the biggest story, and I'm going to talk about the biggest story. I only talk about the big stories. We'll do that right after this. Stick around.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
They look real, don't they? They're fantastic. Curling stones. How about that? Curling stones. They are not real, however, as the biggest controversy so far in the Olympics this year has been cheating at curling. Yes, cheating at curling. Curling is kind of what is the game that the old people slide shuffleboard. It's kind of like shuffleboard except with a target as opposed to a diamond or a triangle that you're trying to get stuff into. Middle of last week, the Swedes were playing the Canadians, and there's what curling stones actually look like, and that is you see that island back behind them. That's the only place they mine the granite to make the particular stones. This fella was curling for Canada, and you see he has let go of the handle, as the handle is already over the hog line. That green line is called the hog line, and then his finger is touching his finger will touch the thing. Let me explain to you what was apparently happening. He would release the stone and then tap it like that, double touching. Sweden had a guy on their team who had been angry for the past 9 months because he kept seeing people do that. Oh, by the way, I have place for this one too. How about that? Nice. Do I look like Super Mario or something like that? But yeah, Sweden had been watching it, and they called him on it, right? And he told them to, for want of a better term, the term that he used, he said basically step off to the Swedish people. Well, apparently that is something you are not supposed to do in curling. But another thing you don't usually have in curling? Referees and umpires. It's an honor sport. So the whole tournament became a mess for the Canadian team and for the Swedish team. Hey, here's the Canadian lady. Here's the men's standings. The U.S. is already out of it. Sorry, bye-bye. U.S., you're done. But the Canadians are second place. The Swedes were the gold medal champs last time. They're out of it. How about the women? For the U.S. are sticking around in the women's matches. We got to win tomorrow or win on Thursday to get into the semifinals. But they got a chance. So there you go. There's the women's team right there. They're basically our last best chance at a medal, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great day. Thanks for watching Big Talk with Roos Dickey.